Some new surveillance footage of Tyler Robinson at a gas station has now been released, and a lot of people are sharing this footage saying that this footage totally blows up the official story that we've been told about what happened. People are sharing this footage saying that this footage pokes holes in the narrative that has been spun so far about what happened to Charlie and who did it. Now, of course, I have my own thoughts and opinions about this footage, and we'll get into that later in the video. But first, I want to show you guys the footage. I don't want to taint your minds with my opinions yet. I want you guys to watch the footage for yourself. If you notice anything weird, let us know down in the comments below. As you watch the footage, be sure to let us know your thoughts and opinions. And then after the footage, of course, I'll be right back to let you know how I feel about this whole situation. So without further ado, let's roll that beautiful bean footage, and then I'll be right back with more. Okay, so as I said before I rolled the clip, people are sharing this footage saying that it blows up the official story that we've been told. The only problem is, it doesn't. If anything, this just adds credit to some of what we've been told about the Charlie Kirk case. You see, people are leaving out key details. They're sharing this footage as if it happened around the same time that Charlie Kirk got killed, when in reality, this footage is from around 7:15 in the morning on September the 11th. This footage is from the day after Charlie got killed. So, not only does this not blow up the official story, this adds credit to the official story. Because even the day after Charlie got killed, Tyler is still in the area. And here's another very important detail that people do not realize, okay? A lot of people do not realize this. A lot of people think that Tyler lived close to the campus where he killed Charlie. A lot of people think that he lived close to, UVU. The reality is, Tyler's apartment is about 3.5 hours away from UVU. So Tyler had to drive almost 4 hours to get to Utah Valley University in order to kill Charlie. So people are sharing these videos of Tyler in the area, thinking that it proves that Tyler didn't do it. But little do they know, because they don't actually do research like I do, little do they know all of these videos and this surveillance footage that is coming out of Tyler around the campus or 5 or 10 minutes away from the campus, all this is doing is proving that Tyler is probably the one who did it. Tyler is not in his home area. Tyler is not 5 or 10 minutes away from home. Tyler's not 30 minutes away from home. Hell, Tyler's not even an hour or two away from home. Tyler is 3.5 to 4 hours away from his apartment. Okay? The guy who's accused of killing Charlie is 4 hours away from home, all around the UVU area, and for some reason, people think the surveillance footage proves that he didn't do it. Now, I do think that the surveillance footage, I don't think it necessarily proves anything, but it makes you wonder, because here's what I'm trying to say. This footage is from September the 11th, all right? Early in the morning. So this lets us know that Tyler did not kill Charlie, hang around and try to get the gun back, and then head home. No, Tyler at least stayed in the area overnight. Where did Tyler stay? Where did Tyler go? We know he went to the gas station. We know he went to Dairy Queen. Did he try to sleep in his car? Did he stay overnight in his car? Did he just cruise around the city all day, all night? Or did he go hide out somewhere for a few hours before ultimately trying to head back home at 7 o'clock in the morning? He went, filled up his gas tank, and then he was going to make that 3.5 hour journey home. So what did he do? And who did he talk to? Did he meet with anyone in the hours after killing Charlie, leading up to him filling up his gas tank at 7 a.m. before taking a journey home? Because there's a whole night there where we don't know what Tyler was doing or who he could have been with. Now, riding around endlessly is probably not a good idea if you're someone that's wanted for killing someone. Now, they didn't know who the suspect was at the time for sure, but it really makes me wonder, did he go shack up somewhere? Did he go chill at someone's house for a little while, waiting as the hours passed until morning before he decided to try to make the journey home? But also, this opens up another question. Because look, we know Tyler was in a relationship with the trans furry Lance Twiggs. Supposedly, they're acting like Lance knew nothing was going to happen. I believe that's BS. And I want everyone to understand that I do not believe the official FBI narrative. I believe there's more to the story. I believe there's things being covered up. I just don't believe the whacked out stupid theories that people are sharing online for clicks, views, clout, and what have you. I also believe some of them are getting paid to throw us off the trails of what really happened. So, it would be one thing, right? Let's say Lance is in a relationship with Tyler, right? It would be one thing if Tyler is like, hey, I'm going to go to the mall, or I'm going to go down the street, I'm going to go to the skateboard or something. I don't know what these furry weirdos do. I'm going to go do some trans furry weirdo stuff for a few hours. I'll be back. You know what I mean? It would be one thing if Tyler leaves his boyfriend and his apartment for an hour or two to run errands, but really he's driving down the street to the college campus to kill Charlie. That's one thing. We know that he lived 3.5 hours away. Not just that, we know that he didn't even return home the same night. So you mean to tell me that he didn't tell Lance anything? Like I said, this is not a 10-minute ride down the road to kill Charlie. This is a whole day trip. Okay? This is a whole mini day vacation. I'm going to drive 3.5, 4 hours to go kill Charlie. Obviously, you had to tell Lance something. Now, I believe that Lance and others fully knew what was going to happen to Charlie. I believe they were all in on the plot. I believe that that little text conversation between Tyler and Lance, I believe that was a phony conversation that Lance and Tyler fabricated in order to make it look like Lance had no clue what was going on, in order to get Lance off, to throw law enforcement off of Lance's trail and what he might have known. I also believe that law enforcement isn't really trying to go after Lance and all of the other trans people that knew Charlie was going to be killed. Why? I'll get into that in another video. But just knowing how far Tyler's apartment was from where Charlie was speaking, it just makes you wonder, because look, fellas, can you leave your house right now without telling your wife where you're going? And let's take it one step further. Can you leave your house right now, not to go down the street to Home Depot or Lowe's? No, but you leave your house to go on a 4-hour trip somewhere, 4 hours back. That's a whole day. Can you just disappear for an entire day without your significant under? Get it, bottom? Can you go a full day? Can you just take a day trip anywhere you want without your wife asking, hey, where in the hell are you going? Where have you been? What are you doing? Ladies, can you take a whole day trip without your husband knowing where you're at or wondering what's going on? So if you ask me, the fact that Tyler lives so far away from the situation, it makes me think even more that Lance had to know what was going on or knew something was going on, because it's not like, hey, I'm running out for milk and cigarettes. You know what I mean? No, this is a whole day trip there and back. So, yeah, I really think Lance knew. And as far as this security footage goes, it doesn't prove anything. It doesn't prove that Tyler didn't do this. If anything, all it does is prove that for whatever reason, the guy who's accused of killing Charlie was 3.5 hours away from home, right in the area where Charlie was killed. So, you guys, listen, there's tons of people sharing videos and slow motion footage all over the internet. None of this stuff proves anything, okay? None of it proves anything at all. And it's funny because now we're getting to the point that these clickbaiters are sharing footage that kind of proves that Tyler did it while trying to portray it as if it's footage that proves Tyler didn't do it. So I don't know, why are people going so hard to protect the trans furries? It's really weird, because these are people that are supposed to be on our side, but they're running cover for trans furry radicals, spreading fake and false information, sharing security footage pretending like it's from when Charlie got killed, when really it's from the next day. Why are these people going so hard to throw us off the trails of the trans radical furries that plotted to kill Charlie? I don't know. But it's starting to get weird. And it's starting to go beyond clickbait. It's starting to go into dangerous territories where I'm looking at these people questioning if they're part of the FBI, the CIA, or one of these government agencies that wants to protect the people who plotted to kill Charlie. But you guys go ahead and let me know what you think of all of this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.